Hi, my name is Michael, and I want to share with you how I make oodles of money at the farmer's market. I've been doing this for 14 years, up to the point where I was diagnosed with cancer, and I kind of slowed down or stopped doing the farmer's market last year. Not feeling all that great today because I'm just coming off of a chemo cycle, so bear with me. I really want to get this video out to share with you. It's one of the first items that I've done at the farmer's market as a full vendor, and it was a strawberry rhubarb cake. It's been very popular. I've been making it every year since then, from the beginning of May to about middle of July, 4th of July, maybe a week after that. So it's been very popular for 14 years. I'm sure it'll sell very well for you. It's a guaranteed money maker. The first thing you want to do is you're going to make a streusel topping. So it's a half cup of butter, 1/3 sugar, 2/4 flour, and you're going to mix this up. In fact, it might be better with your hands or faster with your hands. I sometimes even use a beater or the mixer to break this up to make it go really fast. But this butter is really soft, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. And then you want to also add in your cinnamon, baking powder, and salt. Mix it up really well. Okay, I think I've got everything well distributed now. And the next thing you need to do is I need to butter and flour my pans. Now I started off with 2 different pans to start with. I started off with these aluminum pans. They were kind of pricey. For each pan, I think it was like $5 or $6 a pan. But I have like 48 of them to cover all the cakes that I could do throughout the year. But then I moved on to these silicone ones that are just slightly sized, and they work out just as good, and you get, I think, 6 of them for the price of 1 of these. So if you're looking for little cake things, you may want to invest in the silicone instead of the aluminum that I have. The aluminum ones you will need to flour. So you have to butter and flour them. And the silicone ones, you just need to just put butter on the bottom for easy release. Okay, and then now you want to flour them. Put a little bit of flour in each one. There we go. You do this really nicely. Ooh. If you got any extra flour, I guess I could put them in with this too. Give it a quick swirl, dump it, swirl. Okay, so we've got all the streusel and the pans ready, so now we're going to mix the bowl up. And that's going to start with a cup of sugar and a stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup. And we're just going to cream that together. Now this does take a little bit of time. As you see, it's becoming light and fluffy. We're going to add in our egg. There we go, 1 egg, and 2 teaspoons vanilla. Mixed up well enough, and now we're going to add in the some of the flour, half the flour, salt and baking soda, half a teaspoon each, and half of the buttermilk. And we'll mix that all up together. We're going to mix up the other half of the buttermilk, the other half of the flour. I'm going to get all the buttermilk out. There we go. And there you have it, the cake batter. And we're now going to put it into our little things, our little tins here. I believe it's 2 scoops of each. And I'm sure you're asking me, where does the rhubarb fit in? But we're just going to pop them in individually so they're evenly distributed. Because once I had a cake, a loaf cake, and it was supposed to be like a peach something, and all the peaches were at one end, and there was no peaches at the other end. So that was kind of a major disappointment. So I've always been very particular about making sure that fruit is evenly distributed within a cake or a pie, so you don't have those disappointing moments. And we are almost there. Get all that in there. Okay, and there we go. Very, very good. Okay, we've got the rhubarb here. And some of it's already nicely chopped down to small bits. So we're going to take a handful, pop it in there like that, push it down into the batter. One more right there. Okay, and we'll just keep doing that for each of them. And if the piece is too big, we'll chop that up later. We'll use the bigger ones. One right there. You're frozen together. Now this works best with actually frozen rhubarb. I've done it with fresh rhubarb, and it somehow turns out a little bit dry. And customers seem to like the moistness that I get from the frozen rhubarb. So I've been sticking to the frozen variety lately. Though I can get fresh free from people, but it doesn't seem to always give me the best product. Okay, and I'll take that one. We'll get a knife. Oh, wrong knife. We'll just chop these into twos. And we'll put More of those in this one. One there. Put one there. Anyone looking lacking? One there. And I guess we'll put one there. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is do the strawberry streusel on top. And it generally takes about 1 large strawberry per container, or 2 or 1.5 small ones, or 2 small ones, depending on how small they are. You just want to chop it up into small little bits like this and drizzle on top. Now, strawberries are super expensive right now because it is the dead of winter. So this little package cost me $4. And I saw some at another store that were also $4, but they were nowhere near as good as these. So I view this as a steal at this time of season. And they don't have to be perfect because they will kind of like shrink up and be hidden by the streusel. So nothing has to be absolutely perfect. I always feel bad for the people that do these absolutely beautiful things and spend tons of time making them look absolutely gorgeous, and it's like such a waste of time because you just don't get the money back on it. So I try to do things that don't require them to be like super beautiful, but just taste really good. And you're generally going to use about half a container of strawberries. We'll just do a little bit more in that one. And then we'll top with some streusel. And just crunch all across the top there. Last little batch here. Move a little bit more over to that one. Share a little bit. There we go. And now we're going to pop them into the oven for about 35 minutes at 350. Okay, one of the things I like to do is to make sure I know how much everything costs. So that's how I make money. Because if I know what it costs and I know what I have to charge for it, and I can make adjustments as needed. So this cake altogether is going to cost me $6.15. That's for the strawberries, the rhubarbs. Those are the 2 most expensive items. You can't make a rhubarb strawberry cake without them, so you're stuck with that. Now, strawberries are seasonal. Right now, they're like $4, $5 a package. In the time that I'm doing them, they're more like $2.50, and I'm only using half a package, so the price does come down from this. And also rhubarb, since I'm using frozen rhubarb, that's pretty much has gone up in price too. I used to sell these cakes for $3. I've sold them last year for $7.75. So now the price is coming out to about $4.10. So I'll probably be jacking the price up again another 25 cents to $4 for this upcoming season if I were to make them. So that's how that goes. I'm going to clean up here now, and we'll check back with you when the things are ready to come out of the oven or have cooled, and we can do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to have one of these strawberries because they are very good. I think they're about ready to come out, so I'm just going to grab them now. just right on time. And here they are. And we're just gonna let them cool for a little bit before we take them out of the cake tins. Okay? So the rhubarb strawberry cakes have now cooled off, and we can take them out of the tins. And usually with the red ones, they just kind of fall out, like so. So I was thinking just a little nudge. I don't need a lot of nudging. Nowadays, so you can see just how beautiful of a little cake this is. People are willing to pay like $4 for it. So we'll get them packaged up into my favorite little flip top bags. Just hope they never get discontinued. Now, again, the recipe is down below in the description, so you can make these for yourself. And also like and subscribe. Okay, and the aluminum pans do need a little bit more help around the edges. There you go. This is now why I prefer the silicone cake pans a little bit more. They come out like so much cleaner. You can see how much cleaner they are, so yeah. And now we can package these up. Last one. And there you have it. You've got 9 cakes worth about, let's see, 9 times 4 is $36. And you can sell them. Make lots of money doing that. On a normal Saturday market, I make 2 to 3 times this many. So you can see the volumes that I'm dealing with. So, thank you for watching. Again, subscribe, like, hit, and or subscribe, like, hit like, subscribe. Does that make any sense? And also recipes down below. Thank you.